The Permanent Representative of France.
Merci, Monsieur.
Thank you, Mr. President. France welcomes the unanimous adoption of Resolution 1874. It's a very strong message that the international community is addressing to DPRK through the Council. DPRK for years has chosen a dangerous path. It has built a secret nuclear program with exclusively military purposes. This is clear. It's also developed a ballistic missile program which is increasing its nuclear threat. By using very sensitive technologies throughout the world, it is further threatening our security. And in doing this, it has several times violated the MPT that it has said it is withdrawing from. It has used dangerous programs to receive benefits as counterparts for dismantling, and these engagements have not been met. Over the past couple of months, North Korea has significantly increased tensions in Northeast Asia by proceeding to a ballistic missile test, nuclear test, and firing short and medium-term missiles. The reaction of the Security Council today is commensurate with this provocation and the risk that it will encourage others to do the same. The Council condemns in the strongest terms possible this activity and requires immediate cessation of these activities. The Council imposes very strong sanctions which will limit the capacity of North Korea to progress its banned programs, particularly by drying up the financial resources that come from other destabilizing activities, the dissemination of weapons throughout the world, by blocking the funding for these programs, by extending the embargo to products helping it, and by adopting sanctions against persons and entities involved, and finally by requiring that states inspect, seize, and destroy banned cargoes. This reaction must be underscored is targeted, and that is why it has the support of the Council. The resolution excludes from the sanctions regime humanitarian assistance programs and economic development for the population, and we continue to be concerned about the population. We have to now agree over coming months in the 1718 Committee on the list of persons and entities in North Korea, additional list because of their activities, involvement in activities, and they may be subject to individual sanctions. We must then ensure that all of the provisions of Resolution 1874 are strictly implemented and by everyone. France welcomes here that the Council has given the committee that is in charge of monitoring the implementation, that it has made it a panel of experts. This is going to be precious help to the Turkish presidency of the Council. In particular, it will enable us to considerably step up the follow-up and assistance to member states that need this. And we must also draw lessons from this crisis for the future, and I'm thinking particularly of the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. The usefulness of the detection systems are clear here. We must also work towards the rapid introduction of the treaty. France and Morocco next September here in New York will be hosting a ministerial conference of Article 14 of the treaty. And I'm also thinking about the upcoming treaty on the banning the proliferation of nuclear weapons. We cannot forget the seriousness of the threat from proliferation throughout the whole non-proliferation sector. And when we discuss increasing guarantees, we must consider this, and also when we look at reactions adopted against states that may want to leave the treaty. And finally, we must firmly call upon North Korea to take up again negotiations in the Sic Party Talks. North Korea must make a strategic choice to reject once and for all its nuclear program and to re-establish normal relations with its neighbors. Its population will be the first to benefit from this, and it will be a first step towards complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula, which France, like the European Union, so much wishes to see. Thank you.
I thank the Permanent Representative of France for his statement.